My name's Orla Thomas. I'm the features editor of Lonely Planet Traveller magazine, and I'm just back from St Petersburg. In a nutshell, St Petersburg is epically grand. It's one of those cities where you barely turn your head when you see a palace because there are so many of them. The whole thing looks like a stage set, but the biggest one you've ever seen. Probably St Petersburg's best known site is the Church on Spilled Blood. It's the most Russian looking building in the whole city, the one that looks like it could be nowhere else but Russia. It's huge, it's incredibly ornately decorated and has these amazing onion domes which you don't see anywhere else. Russia doesn't have a brilliant reputation for food, but I went there open-eyed. I was like, maybe everyone's wrong about it, maybe the food's great. I have to say, the food was not great in general. But having said that, there are some things that they do extremely well, and that is chiefly stodge. If you like fried food, if you like dumplings, if you like the kind of things that would fill you up on a winter's day, Russia's your place. One thing that Russia is famous for is caviar, and I have to say I was a bit grossed out by the idea of eating tiny fish eggs. But weirdly it kind of works, especially when you have it with vodka and all the different accompaniments that it's served with. St Petersburg is one of the best places I've ever been for souvenir shopping. A couple of things that I bought were these little pin badges which were awarded to Russian school children who'd done some good Soviet work in school. You can also get some amazing posters, essentially the propaganda of that period, but they've just got a brilliant graphic design. And the heart of the city of St Petersburg is really the Palace Square. I always find that whatever you're doing in St Petersburg, you always end up back there in the Palace Square. Just the biggest square I've ever seen, much bigger than Trafalgar Square or St Mark's Square. It's also a real hangout place for the citizens of St Petersburg from all day into the evening until the sun goes down. That place is where everyone is at. I think the thing that really stood out for me about St Petersburg is on the surface it does actually look not unlike other grand European cities, but there's something about it that makes it feel very different, very exotic. I think it's partly the language, so you feel very much on the outside, and culturally it seems like a very different place, even though it's the near neighbour of Europe.